Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can build a beautiful website like this one here, where your visitors can upload their own music while you earn money from both subscriptions and all the sales made on your website. And the best part, it only requires a tiny small investment of just $59 US. That's all. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says Get Hosting Here. Now, it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, no special discounts. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99, and then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You know, you get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one, and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. So obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically, for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So we scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here, we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in MrWeb. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password, and let's log in. So this is your Hostinger dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on Claim Domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with MrWeb, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good, as you can see now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know? So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, I have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domains. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now you click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on manage site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email setup is not finished. So let's click on the manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I have paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay. So from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website, click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on. Okay. So click on auto installer. And for this type of project, we need WordPress, but also WooCommerce. So the one we're going to select here is this one because we're going to build an e-commerce platform. Okay. We need WooCommerce installed as part of our main plugins. So we're going to click on this, select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed Cache, Object Cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So click on that, it will open up in a new tab and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. Very good. So welcome to your WordPress dashboard. So the first thing we're going to do is to install our main theme. So for this, we're going to use Miraculous. So this is a multi-vendor online music store. And this works with Elementor and WordPress basically. Okay. So this is $59. And as always, I'll leave all links in the description below. So all you have to do is basically purchase this. And then let's go back here now. And now we can install it. Okay, so we go to Appearance, Themes, Add New Theme, Upload Theme, Choose File. Then you should upload the file called miraculous.zip. So this is an archive and open. And then install, activate. Very good. So now we need to install a few of those plugins here. So begin installing plugins. So bulk select them all and then here in bulk action install and then apply. Very good. So they're all installed and now we need to activate them. So return to required plugin installer and then again bulk select them all, but this time in the bulk action select activate and then apply. Very good, so that's done. So let's go back to the dashboard for all of these to take effect. Very good, so we can exit out of this. Perfect, so as you can see, we have all these different tabs that were added now, and then we need to install and activate Extendify. Okay, so click on this, and that's all for now. So let's have a quick look at our website. So hover on the title here, visit site, right click, open in a new tab. And this is what it looks like at the moment. So as you can see, the theme is installed, but there is no content. So it's a bit all over the place at the moment. So let's import our demo content. Okay, so we go back to the WordPress dashboard. And for this, we go to appearance and then import demo data. And if you scroll down, as you can see, you can choose among 3 different versions: your dark version, light version, and version 3. There's a typo here, should be version, but anyways, that's fine. So I'll select any of those. I'm just going to go with the first one here, just by default, okay? Import demo, and then scroll down and continue and import. And there you go. So this has started now. So this shouldn't take too long, but anyways, I'm going to pause the video now and I'll meet you guys again once it's completed. And there you go, guys. You can see the import is complete. So let's go back to our homepage and let's refresh. And there you have it. Look at this. This looks very beautiful, doesn't it? So we have all the different types of music and all that. And if you go by the side of the menu here, so you can expand as well. You can see you can discover, you can go by albums, artists, genres, top tracks, free tracks, stations, blog, product shop, and so on. So that's a very lovely website, isn't it? And if you scroll down, as you can see, you have all these different sections here. So now I'm going to show you how you can customize all this and upload your own music, basically, okay? So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard then. Very good. So first from here, we're going to go straight to Miraculous Options. And we're going to add our own logo first. So as you can see at the moment, it's an M-shaped blue. And I'm going to change the main color as well, okay? So let me show you how to do that. So let's upload the logo. So as you can see, I have 2 already, the square one and a rounded shape one. And the rounded shape one is a PNG file with a clear background, okay? So let me show you both options. So let's select this. Let's save changes. Let's go back here and refresh. So this is basically what the square one looks like. So not too bad at all. Again, it's just a matter of preferences, you know. As you can see, it's filling out the whole space, which is absolutely fine. Now, maybe you prefer a rounded shape one. So upload, let's select this one, select, save changes. And now let's go back here and refresh. And there you go. Again, it's just a matter of preferences. But as you can see, most of the icons and the buttons are rounded shapes. So maybe this one is maybe more suitable. But again, it's just a matter of taste and preferences, you know. So let's go back here quickly. And now we're going to apply our orange color throughout the whole website. So for this, we go to theme style. And right here, we have the theme color. Click on this and then insert your hexadecimal code. So I'm going to do this, Control V, save changes. And let's go back here and refresh. And there you go, guys. You can see immediately this is our own branding, our own colors, our own logo, and we obviously have a completely different feel now. So this is a lot better already. Okay, so now let's take care of our payment method first, because obviously you want to get paid on this platform. So we go to payment settings. So first select your currency. So in our case, it'll be euros. There you go. And then if you're using Stripe, make sure you select the same base currency as your account, okay? So here you can enable PayPal. So if you click on, all you have to do is basically enter your email address linked to your PayPal address, and then the success URL and cancel URL. So this could be internal pages on the website here as well, you know? And you can select between testing and live. So I'm just going to switch that off for now. I'm just going to go ahead with Stripe because I have a Stripe account that's active. So I'm just going to use this. And you also have Paystack and Razorpay. So again, feel free just to enter your public key, secret key, and same principle with the other one here, Razorpay, okay? So again, Razorpay key, and that's basically it, okay? So I'm going to show you with just one of them here, which is Stripe. So if I enable this, so you have the publishable key and secret key. So where can you get these? Well, it's very simple. If you go to your Stripe account, you go to developers here on top. And as you can see, you have test mode and live mode, okay? So if you enable test mode, you go to API key. Your API key looks like PK test. And if you reveal the key here, which I won't do obviously for security reason, it will say SK test, okay? So secret key test. And then if you go into live mode, well, basically it's PK live and SK live, and then you can fetch real payments then, okay? So I'm just going to do with the test mode at the moment. So I'm just going to copy this and then paste it here, Control V, and then I'm going to do the same with the secret key. So perhaps something like this, okay? And don't forget to put the email address linked to your Stripe account as well. And right here, we have 3 different URLs that we need to add. So this one is Stripe price plan success, track album success, and cancel URL. So what do we do with this? Well, it's very simple. Once they have subscribed to your plan, I suppose they want to start uploading. This one, track album success, is when they purchase something, and here is when you want to cancel. Well, you go back to the plans basically. Okay, so the first one is price plan success, so that's probably when you want to upload your own tracks. So let's go back to all our pages. So basically here, all pages, and then scroll down the page, and you have upload and upload tracks. So let's have a quick look. View here, open a new tab. No, there you go. So need to purchase plan before you can upload. So this is the right one. So here, when you have view, right click, copy link address, and then paste it here. Okay, Control V, very good. And now Stripe track album success. So this is when you download your own. So this should be normally purchased here, the purchase list. Okay, so again, view, right click, save link address, and then paste it here. And finally, Stripe cancel. So this should go back to your plans, pricing plans basically. Okay, so this is the one. Right click here, copy, and then paste it here. There you go. And here the Stripe store name, I'm just going to put Mr. Web Music. Very good. And you can upload your logo again. So I'm going to remove this one, upload, and let's select our main one here. Okay, select. Very good. So that's basically it. So save changes. And now let's set up our commission rate. So how much are you going to give to your vendors? Well, basically, if they are the one uploading the music, if they own the rights to the music and all that, they should get the biggest chunk of it, you know. So maybe you give them, I don't know, 70% and you keep 30% for yourself, or maybe 75 and you keep 25, whichever way, you know. Feel free to set that up whichever way you see fit, and then save changes. Okay, now let's change the footer section as well. So where's the footer here? Let's change our logo again, you know, so remove, upload, and let's select the same one again. So select, and that's basically it for this section here. Oh, you have the image here, so the background image. So let me show you here. If you go back at the bottom, this is the image here, you know. Well, feel free to change it with whatever you feel like. Okay, and then save changes. And then finally we have the header section. So right here we have the trending songs. So this is basically this one here. This one, trending songs. Okay, if you click on this, it will basically bring you directly to this one. So if you wanted to emphasize a very specific song on which you make maybe more money than the others, or maybe there's been so many sales, you guarantee they're going to purchase it or something like this, you can emphasize it here and highlight it right there on top in your header section. Now you don't have to, you can disable that altogether, but if you do so, well, basically you can put the name here, trending song, or the title of the song itself, and then link this back to an internal page on your website. And then a small description here as well. So something enticing, obviously, you know, just like we have it here. That looks very nice, doesn't it? So basically, let's say if it was this song here, so you could click on this, fetch the URL, Control C, and then put it here, Control V, okay? And what's the artist name here? Let's settle down, okay? So Control C, and change this here, trending song, and then you could have here, instead of Dream Your Moment, settle down, and then save changes. And if you go back here now, go back to the home page. There you go. As you can see, trending songs, settle down. And if you click on it, it will bring you to that page. So that's basically how it works. It's a nice way, again, to push some sales for a specific song again, you know. So now let's set up our pricing plans. So we go back here, we have plans. And as you can see, I have 3 of them at the moment. So basic, standard, and professional. So the basic one gives you access to, you can basically upload 2 monthly tracks and 2 downloads. And this is valid for a month. And then here underneath, this is where you have the different settings basically. Okay, if you click plan options, there you go. So monthly price, $10. Euro for us, obviously, you know, and then monthly upload 20, 20, and 1. So here we said 2, 2, 1. So we have to change this. So 2, 2, and this is valid for 1 month. Okay, then update. So let's go back here now. Yes, and then with the standard one. So standard is 10, 10, and 1. So here 10, 10, and 1. Okay, then update. Very good. So back to the WordPress dashboard. And now with the professional one, so this is the full whack, so 50 tracks per month and 1 month validity, so 50, 50, and this is 1 month here, okay? Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so let's click update. Very good. So these are our pricing plans in place. So now let me show you how you can create one yourself. So let's add a new one, and let's call this one unlimited. Okay, this is the full whack, the full shebang. So monthly price, this is maybe $199. 0.99 is the most expensive one. Monthly upload unlimited, so I'm going to put 1 million. Okay, and then monthly download again 1 million. they never reach that anyways, you know. And plan validity 1 month. And that's basically it. So right here, we need to type a bit of content, obviously. So for this, we can use bullet points, you know. So I'll just copy and paste it from the previous one. So here, monthly upload unlimited, and then it's the same underneath. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, Control C, and here Control V, and it's valid for 1 month. Okay, so now publish. Very good. And now we can go back to our WordPress dashboard, and this is basically how you can create all your different pricing plans. Okay, so now let's go back to our home page and put this into practice. Okay, so let's say I'm a visitor, I want to start uploading. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to see this message here. You need to purchase a plan to upload music. So I'll have to click on this here. As you can see, this is not bringing us anywhere. So what we need to do basically is customize this, okay, and link this to the actual page, our pricing plan page. So if you go back to your WordPress dashboard, you go to pages, all pages. If you scroll down, where is this one? Pricing plans. There it is. So this is the one here, okay? So let's right click on this and open in a new tab. And as you can see, you have the manage account. So you have the basic one, standard, and professional. So this one is already on because it's probably the most popular one, okay? And if they want to get this one, the button will only appear if you hover on top. Now let's add also our unlimited plan, maybe just here underneath as a simple hyperlink, okay? And for this, all we have to do is edit the page, okay? Then edit with Elementor, and now we can customize this how we see fit, obviously, you know. So let's click on our main section here and edit the content. So as you can see at the moment, we're displaying those pricing plans, which are professional, standard, and basic. Now, if you wanted to add the unlimited, simply click on it. And there it is now, okay? As you can see, monthly upload, unlimited trucks, and 1 month. And then you can purchase this, obviously, you know. So that's really up to you. If you wanted to show 3 or 4 of them all the same, personally, I would keep it simple, you know, maybe basic, standard, and the professional one. And that's basically it, you know. That's what people are used to anyways, you know. But I'm just showing you the option here so you can decide whether it is the best option for you, you know. And then after this, click update. And then we can go back to the WordPress dashboard now, okay? So exit, and then back to the WordPress dashboard. So that's just done with the pricing plan page. And so that's the one here, okay? So what we can do basically, if you go to the home page here, what they'll have to do before they can upload is to click on this. They will access then your pricing plan. But what we could do as well, as you can see by the side, you have the different menus here, menu 1, 2, and then let me zoom in a little bit. You won't see this because I'm in 4K here. My screen is in 4K. So, and this is the third one, you know. So this is normally how I would display this myself, but because it's a 4K screen, I have to zoom in by 200% so you can see properly on your screen, you know. So basically we have the menu 1 here, this is menu 2, and this is menu 3. So we could add the pricing plans to our menu section, you know, because most people are used to that. They used to see pricing somewhere, they click on it, and that's how they register on your website, okay? So what we could do, maybe we could add this, let's say maybe perhaps after the product shop here, okay? So we have discover, album, and so on, and then pricing just underneath, okay? So let me show you how we can do that. So we can zoom in back to 200%. So from here, basically, this time we go to appearance, menus, and right here on top, as you can see, you have menu 1, 3, and 2. So this is basically those I just showed you, okay? So we're going to add this to menu 1 and then select. And this is the one here, okay? So we have discover, albums, artists, genre, top tracks, free track, etc. And right here at the bottom, underneath the product shop, we're going to add pricing, okay? So let's fetch our page. So right here we have the pages, so view all, and let's find the page that's called pricing plan. That's the one here, and then add to menu. And there it is. So you can see it will automatically add it at the bottom. But if you wanted to add it anywhere else, just grab it and drop it like this. And if you want it to be a sub menu, so you can indent it as well. So this is the main menu and this is the sub menu, okay? But I think the best place for this is right here at the bottom. We'll leave it there, save menu. Now let's go back here and refresh. Okay, so let's see by the side. As you can see, we have pricing plans. So that doesn't look good. As you can see, it's the art of work. The title is there. We can click on it. We'll access the page regardless, you know. But we need to do something about it. So let's go back here and discover the others, okay? So as you can see, product shop here. If I click on this and expand, we have the menu icon. and the hover on icon, okay, and then the size of the icon. So we need to do the same here. So what are we going to do with the pricing? Well, I suppose something related to dollars or money or something like this, okay? So where can you find an icon? Well, simply click on this, set image, and as you can see, there are a few already, but none of them are related to money or euros or dollars or anything like this, you know? So simply click on one of them. And as you can see, this one is 24 by 24, which is a standard size. We have 12 by 12, 24 by 24 and 32 by 32. So let's fetch an icon somewhere, okay? So for this, I like to use FreePick. So look for freepick.com, and right here in the search bar, instead of asset, look for icons, and we're gonna look for $, okay? So the $, oops, $, just like this, okay? And then search. So there you go. So I have plenty here, you know? So you can download any of them and we can reuse them, obviously, you know. So what I'm going to do, maybe this one, keep it simple, you know. So download as a PNG and then save it on your hard drive. And because this is black, we're going to change the color. So I'm just using Photoshop here. So we can double click on this and maybe add an overlay color. So overlay color, I'm going to select white and then simply save it. And now we can go back to our menu section here and then upload, select file. So there it is, okay. Open and then select, then save menu. And let's try this now, okay? So let's refresh and see if this was working. Very good. As you can see, we have a $sign now, so this is absolutely fine. And let's try to expand now, see what it looks like. So this is perfect. As you can see, we can see pricing plan and the $sign. And this is better this way, I think, because most people are used to look for pricing and also for the $sign, and they'll be drawn to that section automatically. And once they click on this, they can register on your website, okay? So this is done now. So next, as part of our menu section, you may have noticed we have the blog. So I have blog full width, blog left sidebar, or blog right sidebar. So you should only keep one of them, obviously, you know. So let's go back here now, click on this and go to blog and try the one that's full width. There you go. That's what it looks like. Try the other one. We have blog left sidebar, and then we have the blog right sidebar. Well, to be honest, they look the same to me, you know. So all what we can do is basically only keep one of them. So we go back here and we can delete some, okay? So just delete this one, scroll down, and then remove. Do the same with this one, remove. And we can remove blog as a main section here as well. Remove, and we're just going to keep this one. And we're going to set a menu icon. And let's find the blog again. So that's the one here. So insert and select, and then save menu. Go back here and refresh. And let's expand, and there you go. So this is blog full width, so we can change the title as well. So expand and then remove the full width. There you go. Save menu, and that's us done with the menu section now. Okay, so let's take care of the main structure of our website. So if you go by the side, you have tracks here. So we have all tracks, and then genre, language, and track type. If you go to artist, all artist, genre, language, artist type. Album, we have genre as well, language, album type. If you go to radio, again, genre, language, radio type, location. As you can see, they all have genre in there, okay? And also language. So if you go to the home page, again, in the menu section, you can sort them out by genres, yeah, okay, just like this. And also by type of artist and so on, okay? So we're gonna take care of this first, genres, okay? So if you click on this, you can see you have blues, classical, dancing, EDM, folk, hip-hop. They're all linked, displayed here, okay? So if you go back here now, we go and click on any of them, so genre. So these are all linked, basically, okay? So if you click on the one on this link here, it's the same as this link here, it's the same as this one here. They're all the same, basically, okay? So you always land in the same spot. As you can see, blues, you have 11 counts, classical 17. Now if you go to tracks and genre, it's also blues 11, classical 17. So that's basically the same genres here, the same list basically, okay? Now if you wanted to add one, it's very easy. So at the moment you have blues, classical, dancing, EDM and so on. So let's say if you wanted to add maybe house music or something like this, okay? So let's add maybe house music, okay? Or maybe just house altogether, you know, just house, and then we can add an image as well. So let's select a file. So I found two here. I'm just going to upload both of them, okay? We're going to create two of them together here. So I'm just going to select this one for the house music, okay? Insert, and then add new genre. And then let's create a new one called maybe techno, okay? And then add an image, and we select the other one for that one. So insert, and then add new genre, okay? So now if you go back here, remember all we had is this. Now if you refresh, they should normally display here as well. Okay, so they're not. So the reason why is because we need to edit the page. Now, if you want to display more than this, I think it's limited to 12 at the moment. So if you go edit with Elementor, right click, open in a new tab, and you'll be able to edit this page itself, you know. So this is basically our widget here. Click on it. And there you go. Just like I said, as you can see, it's limited to 12. So maybe go to maybe 15, okay? And if you scroll down, normally it should display now. So let's click update. And we can close this now. And then go back to our page and refresh once more. And there you go. Let's scroll down the page. As you can see now, you have house here. And if you scroll down, we should have techno as well. There you go. So obviously they have to reorganize that in a certain way. So this is fine now. This is displaying as well. Now for it to display nicely, you might have to run a few tests. You know, as you can see, some of them are portrait mode, some are square, some are more like horizontal, like landscape mode, you know. So play around with this and try a few different things, you know. So now let's take care of our languages. So as you can see, they're all displayed here. So we have Arabic, Chinese, English, French, German, and so on. So if you wanted to add a language here, maybe let's go maybe with Irish language, and all you have to do is add the new language, and it will display here. And if you want to display one, delete one, as you can see, I have number 5 here. I'm not too sure what that is. You can simply click delete, confirm, and that's basically it. Okay, so this is your main structure taken care of. And then after this, you have to take care of all the different types. So track types. We have album type, we have radio type, podcast type, and that's basically it, I think. Yeah, that's it. I'm not missing anything. So basically, if you click on this, as you can see in the tracks, you have featured music, top music, trending music. Again, you can break this down in any way and fashion that you like, okay? And if you go to album types, as you can see, as featured album, top album, trending album. So again, it's really up to you, you know, to break this down whichever way you see fit. So for radio type, we have FM 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, and 107. So this is a nice way for people to find what they're looking for without having to think too much, you know. So that's basically it. And then finally, we have the location. So this applies as well to a few different ones. So clearly here we have no locations. You could break this down maybe by countries, you know, maybe Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and so on. If you're in the United States, maybe the 52 different states. It's really up to you, you know. You can organize this the same way. And when someone uploads a new radio online, well, they'll be able to select the location as well. That's basically how this works. So this is just done with the main structure now. So now let's customize the home page. So we're going to change the image here to something more personal. And if you scroll down, there's a few things that we can change as well, you know. We have this one here, listen to unlimited songs for free. And then what else do we have? I think that's basically it, you know, another banner here, sorry. And that's basically it. And then I'm going to show you how to change the footer section as well, okay? So let's take care of this now. So for this, we go back here. We go to pages, all pages, find your home page. So keep scrolling down. And it's not actually home page, it's discover, as you can see, but this is your front page, okay? And because it's using Elementor, this is what it says, front page just next to it. Hover on top, edit with Elementor. And I like to open this in a new tab, okay? Just like this, right click on it. So this way you have access to your WordPress dashboard. You have the front end, you can preview it immediately. And in the middle, you have the page you're working on. So let's customize the hero section. So let's click on this. So right here, you have the text, okay? This month's record-breaking album. But first, let's change the picture here. So I'm going to show you something, okay? So if you click on this, as you can clearly see, this is a PNG image. So there is no background. It's just, they remove the background basically, okay? It's quite a square image, as you can see, 511 by 539. So what I've done basically, I found a picture online. Let me show you here in Photoshop. So this is the original picture. Let me drag and drop it here so you'll see what it looks like. So this is the whole image basically, okay? So what I've done, I selected the subject himself, which is just this one here. So it's just the subject. And then I added the other image again. And this time I removed some of the background using the eraser here, okay? And that's basically what it looks like at the moment, okay? So what we can do now maybe is to crop this maybe so it's a bit more squarish. So I'm just going to grab this and there. And we're going to crop this, okay? So image, crop, and we're going to save this as it is, okay? So now let's upload our picture. So select file. So I did 2 of them, okay? So I have one with some part of the background and one without background altogether. So we can try both options and see which one works best, okay? And I have both options. So let's try the one with a little bit of background, see what it looks like. Okay, I think that looks cool, doesn't it? And now let's try the other one, see the player on his own. I think they're both okay, actually, you know. So it's really up to you, you know. Feel free to play around. I'm just going to add a bit of background. I think that stands out even better. And then obviously you have to change everything that's related to the text here, no? So this month's record-breaking album and so on. So let me change this very quickly. Okay, so perhaps something like this, most popular rock bands for January 2024. Put a few of the bands here to tease your visitors, obviously, and then listen now and add to queue. But you can easily take care of this by adding the links here. So it doesn't have to be listen now or add to queue, it could be anything else. Maybe you have the name of a band here, and band number 1 and band number 2. So let me show you how we can do that. Okay, so let's go back here. And let's say one of those bands is Settle Down and the other one is Endless Things, okay? So let's add our first one here, Endless Things. So right click on the title and then copy link address, okay? Go back here, I'm going to add it here, okay? So Control V, and here instead of add to queue, it's Endless Things, okay? And do the same with the other one. So let's say Settle Down, right click, copy link address, and this one, I'm going to paste the link here, and this one is Settle Down, okay? And this way they can listen immediately to those two bands. Very good. So now let's go back to the front end. And as always, from time to time, just refresh your page and test things out. Make sure it's displaying properly, And there you go. As you can see, this is very personalized now. We have a rock band, most popular rock bands for January 2024. And then Settle Down, Endless Things. And if I click on this, it will bring me automatically to this band here, okay? So this is working fine. Well, let's go back here and scroll down the page. As you can see, the next section, if you click on this is basically our top 15 tracks. So again, you can customize everything here. As you can see, it's displaying 15. Now you may want to display 21 maybe, or 18, or whichever amount you want, So here basically you have the style formats, or weekly, grid, slider to, or list. So at the moment it's weekly. That means that it's like a grid format, but feel free to play around, If you go to grid, it looks like this, which is not bad at all. And then we can go for all, only free ones, only premium ones, and a song filtered by, and then you have song view or download. So the most views, obviously, you might want to click on this as well. If you wanted the most popular ones to display first, you can select that option. So I'm just going to go back to weekly, which is absolutely fine. If you scroll down the page, basically everything else, the rest on your page is exactly the same. As you can see here, featured album, featured artist. All you have to do is click on this and then customize here by the side, So I don't have to explain this. It's pretty self-explanatory, Feel free to play around. What I'm going to show you is here how to change the banner, basically, okay? And link this back to maybe your pricing plans, okay? This would make more sense. So instead of having to click on this and pricing plans, you could have them directly here to register on your website and subscribe to one of those plans, okay? So let's go to our home page here in the front end and let's scroll down and discover this together, okay? So the flow is actually very nice. It looks lovely and everything. As you can see, we've listened to unlimited songs for free. And then if you scroll down, this is all about perfect. What I would do basically is maybe remove this one here or keep those two and then add the pricing plans right here at the bottom so they can register immediately. I think that's the easiest way, isn't it? So what we can do is go back here, scroll down the page, and we're going to add our own section. So click on the plus sign here and then select either of those. I'd select probably the one pointing down, okay? Right here, and now we go back to all your widgets here and then look for plans. Okay, so I have pricing plans, subscription plan. Okay, so pricing plan, drag and drop. There you go. Now they're right here displaying properly. Okay, and now we need to select which plans we want to display. So let's click on that. So we have professional, we have standard, and we have basic, like we just said. Okay, so we have the 3 different plans here, so they can easily click on them and register. And right here on top, if you wanted to add maybe pricing plans, and that's basically it. Okay, so let's try this. So let's click update and let's go back to the home page and refresh and see what it looks like. Very good. So imagine you're scrolling down the page, you have all the genres here, listen to unlimited songs, live radio, and finally pricing plans. And then you know that you have to pay to upload your tracks, obviously, So this makes more sense to me, to be honest, and it's a simple call to action button. So this way there are no surprises. Your visitors know exactly what to expect. Instead of having to click on this one here or start uploading, they will know exactly that this is a paid website, okay? Very good. And one last thing, now instead of those 2 banners here, we're going to create a button. And maybe the button will say pricing plans, and we can redirect that directly to the bottom of our page where our pricing plans are displayed here, okay? And for this, we're going to use an anchor, okay? So let's go back here and first, let's click on this and we're going to add an anchor. So advanced, and here you have CSS ID, okay? So let's give it a name. So maybe pricing hyphen plans, okay? And now copy this, Control C. And I'm going to go back to our top of the page here, okay? And we're going to remove this, okay? So instead of this, we're going to add a button now. So click on this and then button, add a button on top of this. And the link here is going to be hashtag followed by pricing plans. That's all. And right here where you have the text, we're going to put pricing plans. And obviously we need to customize this a little bit, you know, to look a little better. So here we're going to put that in the middle. We're going to make it as big as we can. And we're going to change the color. So we go to style. And now let's change the background color to our main yellow orange. Okay, this one here, there you go. And I think the font is okay, maybe a bit thicker, no? We'll go to typography here. And instead of weight, I'm going to select maybe semi-bold. Maybe that's too thick. This, maybe like that. Yeah, I can make it a little bit bigger, I think, you know. Not too big, but not too small either. So maybe 25 would be just a happy medium. Now we can delete this one here. So right click and then delete. And let's click on this again. So this is fine. And this is linking back to our anchor. And what we can do now is to right click on it and then copy, go back to the top. And we have this one here, right click on it and then paste. And now we can delete this one. So right click, delete, and then update. Very good. And then let's go back to our home page and refresh once more. So let's scroll down the page like anyone would. So let's scroll down. Okay, everything is perfect. Then pricing plans. If I click on this, it will bring me directly to this section, you know. If you go back to the other one, it's the same. Boom, there you go. So they know exactly that they have to pay at least $10 a month to access your website. Now, there's only one thing I'd like to remove is those pictures here, those images, you know, those icons. They don't fit at all. So I would remove them altogether. I don't see the point. Unless you find a lovely image to represent what basic, standard, and professional is, what I would do, I'd just remove them altogether, you know. So what we can do is basically go back to our plans, go to basic here. And right here by the side, you can see a featured image. So you can remove or replace. So if you remove it, basically you have a white spot showing instead of the picture. It will look like this. So it's a bit empty and bare, you know. So what we can do is basically replace that with something else. So maybe just our logo altogether, no? So let's take our logo, set featured image, update. Let's try this out, okay? So refresh. Okay, let's keep it like this, okay? We're going to go with our own logo and that's it. And then you can do the same with the other two. So standard. That's it. And now let's refresh. And there you go. I think that looks a lot better, you know? Very good. So the last thing we have to take care of is our footer section here. So let me show you how to do that. Again, we go back to WordPress Dashboard. And from here, we go to Appearance again. And this time we go to Widgets. You can close this, collapse this. As you can see, footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's basically footer 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4, okay? So depending what you want to change, select one or the other, okay? So let's select the first one first. So this is the About Us. To edit this, click on it. And here you can change this to whatever you want and feel free to change the content here. No, so all you have to do is basically type here, okay? And then follow us, click on this. And as you can see, you have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. Simply copy and paste all your landing pages right here. If you don't use them, simply delete it and it will not display in the front end, okay? So that's basically how this works. I'm just going to go back to hashtag here. So footer section 2, as you can see, these are all the latest news. So this is linked to your blog post. And again, because of blog post on our website, why not show them here, you know? Footer 3 is the subscribe. So click on this. And as you can see, subscribe and then subscribe to our newsletters and get the latest updates. So that's up to you if you want to use this or not. Again, if you don't want it, you can easily delete it, you know? Click on this and then delete and it will disappear all the same, you know. And finally, footer 4, these are all your contact info. So just an example, let me fill this out very quickly. So there you go, perhaps something like this. And once you click outside of this, it will display exactly the same way you have on your website, okay? And then you can make sure everything is fine and then click update. And let's go back to the home page and refresh again just to make sure everything is displaying fine. And as you can see, our contact details have been changed and that looks a lot better already. So we're almost done, guys. Now what we need to do is to put this to the test and actually order something ourselves, register for a subscription plan and make sure that we receive all these different orders. Very good. So I've opened this in a different browser. So I'm not logged in basically, okay? And as you can see, I'm using the full screen here in 4K. I'm going to zoom in a second. It's just to show you, okay? So as you can see, our weekly top 15 is displaying differently, you know? So we can see this is just a small line and we can click on it to play it immediately. And if you scroll down with the same pricing plan is standing out perfectly. Pricing plan is standing out perfectly. And here are different pricing plans at the bottom. So let me zoom in normally at 200% like I just did, you know, for recording this video. As you can see, it's fully responsive as well, you know. So now this is displaying slightly differently, but it's still fine, you know. This is how it is going to display on different devices. So let's click on pricing plans and let's put this to the test, okay? So we have basic, standard, and professional. So I'm going to go for the professional one. So buy now. And here you have to register, are you an artist or a listener? So in this case, I'll be an artist. I'm going to upload songs myself, okay? And then we enter your details here. So let's say we have an artist, maybe John Doe, and that's his email address, and maybe he's between 18 and 25, and he's a male. And then register now. And now let me log in. So put my email address, password, and maybe keep me signed in. So log in now. And obviously before you can subscribe to any of those plans, you have to be registered. So this is the mandatory step in between, obviously, you know. So now let's go ahead with this one. So buy now. And I'm going to say Stripe. And right here for the card, we can use a test card. So this 42424242. And then any date in the future, any 3-digit here, okay? 42, and then any date in the future. So maybe 1026, and then 123, and then pay. As you can see, that's gone through. And now we can create our profile. So the name, I'm just going to put John Doe again, okay? So John Doe. And upload an image. So I'm going to select a picture of ourselves. So choose file, select file, and I found one online, a random image, you know, and then choose. Very good. And then next, and then we can upload our audio. So again, upload file, select file. So I have this one here as an example, and open and choose MP3. Very good. And then scroll down. So here you can put the track name. So I'm going to put here test track. John Doe, the language, maybe there's no language, so I'm just going to put here maybe English, okay? This is public or private, the description, so I'm just going to type description goes here, and you can even add an image if you wanted to, so I'm just going to select an image here, maybe this one, choose image, and then upload now. And there you go. As you can see, the account has been created. We have a profile picture here in all our details. And if you go to the backend and you go to artist, and you can see you can find John Doe. John Doe is now registered on the website. Now, obviously, this is linked to my admin account. I already have 30 tracks and so on here, okay, just to show you the content. But if I wanted to upload, let's say maybe an album, and then scroll down the page, and then here you can select the album type. Is it free or is it premium? If I select premium, I can put a price maybe $19.99, okay? And if I create the album, well, basically now your visitors will be able to actually purchase this immediately from the website as well. And then every month you can go and check your earnings. So as you can see here, total product sold and music total sold, etc. So in your balance, okay? So as you can see, you have product earnings, music earnings, and all your transactions. So obviously, once you have transaction coming in, they will display here. Obviously, this website it's just a demo website. I don't have any transaction at the moment, but they would display here. And as the artist at the end of the month, once I have a balance available, I can also request a payment, and those payments will display in your backend. So you have vendor request. So they will show up here basically, and then you can process payments to your artists and vendors.